Hey guys, welcome to the Lunchtime Review. Today I'm going to try this Dolly Parton's chicken and dumplings. This is white meat chicken and dumplings with veggies, or vegetables, in a creamy stew sauce. I said veggies, I don't know why. 25 grams of protein, that's pretty cool. Let's see, it is a 12 ounce, 340 gram meal, and that's about it on the front. We bought these at Meijer, it was $3.69. They are in the frozen section. Let's see, it says 390 calories for the meal. And here's your other info for you. And it says, chicken and dumplings is my go-to request anytime I crave hearty taste of home. Well, that's probably true. My family knows just how I like it with tender dumplings and a rich sauce made from scratch using butter, cream, and spices. It's a comfort food that takes my taste buds straight to Tennessee no matter where in the world I am. I like chicken and dumplings. I mean, that's not my comfort food choice, but it is good. You can make these in the oven if you'd like, but we don't do ovens, we do microwaves. So microwave, we're going to cook on high for 3 minutes. You do not vent. Stir and recover, and then cook for an additional 2 to 3 minutes. I will probably go for just, I'll probably just go the 2 minutes, and then just let it set for 2 minutes to make sure it's fully cooled off or cooked, or that didn't work at all. To make sure it's all evened out, and so you don't scald yourself. So there's what it looks like. Quite a bit of chicken in there, it looks like. I don't know what the dumplings look like. Probably that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. But you can see that's about how thick it is. So I'm going to get this in the microwave just like it is, and I'll be back. Okay, so here it is out of the microwave. It looks like it's pretty well filled with dumplings and chicken. And look at this carrot. I mean, that's a big old carrot right there. I have to cut that in half because I can't handle eating a carrot that big. I hate carrots, but I don't love carrots either. Depends on how tender they are. They're really crunchy. Some celery in there. Yeah, looks pretty decent. So I'm gonna let this cool off. You can see the chicken hunks are, it's a pretty good sized chunk of chicken right there. So anyway, I'm gonna let this cool off and I'll be back. All right, give it just a minute to cool off. Just straighten up here. So I have dumplings, I have chicken, I have a carrot, and I have a piece of celery on here. I did get a full circle of carrot, so here we go, a little slice. The chicken's really good and tender. The carrot it's firm, but it's not raw, so I can handle the carrot pretty decent. The chicken seems pretty tender though. And I like the hunks of it, and I really do like the seasonings and the like the gravy, the soup part. It's really nice. You can really tell there's some nice. It's not like it's herbs. That's what it is. The dumplings though, I have questions about. All right, a couple of those, like I got 3 pieces. One of them was kind of tough and chewy. The other 2 were somewhat softer, but they were still kind of tough. Yeah, see, that one was really good and tender. So it could be just how thick it is determined by the texture. No, because that one was really thin and it's kind of tough and chewy. Not sure I'm a fan of the tough and chewy. That big one, maybe the thicker they are, the softer they are, because that one was fairly thick and it was really good and tender. So the thin dumplings, the bad thing is a lot of them are thin, like this. Like that thin. Is how thin that is? Yeah, it has some chewiness to it, almost rubbery. I mean, I'm not saying I'm eating like a rubber Lego tire, but it is kind of a rubbery, not quite gummy snack, but it is tougher than the other ones. Flavor wise, I like it quite a bit. The bigger piece of the dumplings, I like quite a bit. Yeah, overall the dumplings are just a firmer texture. Even the ones that are softer are firmer than what I make. They should be like almost soft and like, I'm not doughy, but like soft and like biscuits almost. That's the texture that I have when I make mine. Maybe yours are different. I don't know. Now let me try a carrot by itself. Let me see how firm it really is. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's tender, but it's still got some texture to it. It's still got some chew and crunch to it. Not crunchy like sometimes you get green beans and carrots and stuff that are blanched and they're just barely cooked. These are cooked more than that because they're more tender, but they're not really crunchy or rubbery or anything like that. So really, don't mind as far as texture goes, I like the texture of the carrots. I think it's good. The celery really is tender enough where you can't tell it's there. The chicken is super, super tender. The dumplings, it's questionable. You know, some of the thin ones are really, really chewy. So texture-wise, it's kind of a give or take, right? It's half and half. Flavor-wise, I like the flavor of everything in here. The gravy, I guess it's soup or whatever, a stew sauce, creamy stew sauce. The sauce has a really nice flavor. It's got some really nice, it's a very herby flavor. I wonder what they say they have in there. Natural flavoring, spices, gee thanks. It really doesn't say a lot. It just says seasonings and flavoring. It doesn't really say what it is. It says some garlic, again, flavoring. Yeah, they really don't want you to know what the seasonings are. I see onions. I don't know. I really like the herbs. I would not want a whole bowl full of those carrots because they're too much for me. I don't love carrots, like I said, but I like carrots, but I don't love them. If they had more in here, I probably would have said too many carrots, but the way they have them, it's pretty decent. I think overall it's an okay meal. I really wish the dumplings, they made them a little thicker to where they were all kind of that more tender texture because they are kind of rubbery and chewy. But beyond that, pretty decent meal. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 because I do really like the flavors and stuff, and it's nice and warm and hearty. But yeah, I wish they'd worked a little bit more on the dumplings part. I would have been really happy. Probably would have gotten more of a 4 after that. But I think it's good. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.